Hello guys and happy Saturday. Happy live stream day to everybody, and sorry if there was a little bit of a weird time lag there at the start. I wasn't really aware that I was recording before I was recording, if that makes sense. Anyway, I've been doing this 5 years and I still somehow can't get to grips with the start of these lives. So apologies for that. But hello everyone. How is everybody doing? What's everybody up to? Thank you for spending your Saturday evening with me. So very quickly before we delve into everything, I'll do the usual housekeeping. So before I forget to do it. So if you're new here, welcome. We do these live streams every other Saturday, 6 p.m. usually. I know it's a little later today. Usually 6 p.m. UK time, which is 7 p.m. European time, which is 10 a.m. West Coast time, 1 p.m. East Coast time, and about 5 in the morning if you're watching from Australia or New Zealand. And if you are, I'm sending you a big extra love because that is dedication. These live streams are completely free. You can ask as many questions as you want. I know some content creators, you have to pay or tip to ask a question. Not here on madaboutskin. You ask away. I'm here to answer any questions you've got. Skincare related or otherwise, it doesn't matter. Drop them in the comments. I go through these comments in the order in which they come in. That way everyone has a fair chance of having their comment or their question answered and replied to. So I just say to everyone, you only need to drop the comment once. I will get round to it. I go through them in order. As always, a big thank you to Tom, who is our moderator in chief today. He, as I always say this every week, couldn't do this without Tom. Big thank you to him for moderating and just making sure everyone can have an enjoyable time without the trolls, without the usual, potential nonsense. So a big thank you to Tom for helping out with that. We've got a lot to cover in today's video, a lot. So I think we'll just delve in. I'm going to start with a few hellos. Then we're going to get into we'll get into the live stream proper. So first of all, a big hello to Angela, great to see you, my love. To Jan, great to have you, my love. To Bex, to AM's Rose, great to see you. To Aline, to Jill, great to have you, my love. To Borneo, wonderful to see you. To Tom, of course, our resident moderator. To Suzanne, great to have you, my love. To Jan, great to see you. To Fristenberg, to Scott, wonderful to have you all here. And to Chris, send you all so much love. There are other people that I'm going to get onto in a second as we go through. Now let me just open up my comments, see if I can make this work online. Let's see. Yes, brought them up online. This should make life a little bit easier. I'll be able to multitask just a little bit then. So wish me luck with that. So yeah, let's get into things and see if we've got our first questions. So Jan says, oh hon, I wish I could join. If I can't sleep, I'll pop in. Love to you and the madaboutskin family. I'll be on catch up tomorrow. Sending you so much love. And love to anybody who is catching up on catch up. About 75% of people that watch these live streams do so on catch up. So if you're part of the catch up crew, sending you lots and lots of love. And if I always say to people, if you do miss any of these, anything on a live stream, or you join a little bit late or whatever, you can always watch on catch up for anything that you miss. These are saved for posterity. I think we have live streams going back 4 years maybe. I dread to think if I rewatch some of the ones from 4 years ago, I think it would be a little bit cringe-tastic. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure, but you never know. We'll see. Right, Beck says, hi Rob, I recently tried to order a couple of items from Remedy, but they wanted £25 postage. I'm sure it wasn't that much last time I ordered. Do you know what's going on? I don't, but I do know that their shipping is expensive. If you have to order a certain amount of product from them, or what I found is you have to order a certain amount of product. And once you get past that amount, they do free shipping. I don't know off the top of my head what that amount is, so I'm very sorry about that. There's a certain amount that you have to order in order to access it, basically, which is a little bit frustrating because I would rather just have affordable shipping and then I could buy whatever I wanted. But yeah, it's a bit frustrating. What I do know is they're coming to Boots, so they're going to be stocked in Boots, I believe, from September this year. So as frustrating as that is, from September, if you're in the UK or Ireland, you'll be able to walk into Boots and you'll be able to shop Remedy. That, obviously, I don't work for the brand, but the last update I got was September for for them launching. I love Remedy. It's such a great skincare line. My favourite from them, probably their pore minimizing serum. I also love their eye cream. Both really, really good, and they're both going to be stocked in Boots later, and I am going to be filling my Boots when they're stocked in Boots. Ames Rose says, yay, I fixed myself a cup of tea and grabbed my crochet project. Oh, what are you working on? Give us the goss. What are you working on? I am quite into the aramagumu, oh, however you say it. You go around in the circle doing the crochet. I did a Pikachu for for my son, which went down very, very well. It was very popular. I was quite impressed with it. It looked pretty decent. It did look pretty decent. That was my last project. I need a new project. I don't know what it's going to be yet. I'm going to work on it. But yeah, big fan of the crochet. And yeah, I wonder what are you working on? Let me know. So Angela says, Rob, I'm using your dark spot serum since the 31st of March, but I'm only using it in the PM. Can I also use it in the morning with the Innisfree green tea enzyme vitamin C? You can. I would always say give it like a week to embed once a day for a week to like get your skin used to it, to embed it. That works, and then you can always elevate and go to double. So I think you've been using it for more than a week now, so yeah, use it twice a day. Twice a day is where you're going to get the best results, so I'd recommend everybody do that. But it's up to you if you wanted to do that gradually or start with twice a day. You've used it for a week, so you are absolutely fine to go to twice a day. That's no problem at all. And you can use it with the Innisfree green tea enzyme vitamin C serum. It works really well with vitamin C, so yeah, absolutely. Said also the new serum is great. Having the 10% azelaic acid is really helping my rosacea. Plus, I could still use the Geek and Gorgeous A pad. You can. The Geek and Gorgeous A pad is the equivalent of about 5% pure form azelaic acid. And because it's a derivative, it's super gentle. So you can absolutely use it with the madaboutskin dark spot serum. And that'll give you about a 15% strength. I've got the dark spot serum here somewhere. That'll give you about 15% strength, which is, yeah, perfect. Ailey says, hi guys, has anyone had any success at tightening pores with the ordinary niacinamide? Or what worked better? The 5% niacinamide from the ordinary, I think, helps. I don't think it's groundbreaking. I don't think it's going to give you like your dream results or anything, but I do think it helps. And I prefer the 5% emulsion to the 10%, which is too strong. So yes, I would say the 5% niacinamide is great. The only thing I've ever used, which has actually tightened my pores, is this by Remedy, which is there for pore size. The Remedy for pore size. This has worked really, really well for me. It's one of my favourites. Perfect. Absolutely perfect for tightening the pores. But yeah, I don't know, can't remember what I paid for this now. I got it in their sale. Anyway, it's not super expensive, and I just use it on a targeted area where I have those enlarged pores. And this is the only thing I've ever used that actually works for me. Let's have a look. Right, so yeah, but the ordinary niacinamide 5% would work. I just don't think it's as potent maybe as some other options on the market. Angela says, said the ordinary Volufy line caused enlarged pores on my forehead. The only thing that put it back to normal was Skin 1004 pore minimizing. Also a really good option. I love the pore minimizing. Yeah, I love the pore minimizing. Yeah, love the pore minimizing one. So good. That would be another good option. Genuinely works for me. Any pore minimizing product is going to take somewhere in the region of like 3 to 4 months to really work. I think we need to set our expectations. 3 to 4 months to really start to see those results. I think that's where, if we just set our expectations. But yeah, should absolutely work for sure. Definitely made a difference to me. Right, what have we got here? Jill says, hi everyone, good to see you, Rob. Thank you, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. So Tom said, I went through the ordering process with Remedy too. Shipping duties to Canada were around $35. That's too much. It is too much. That is too much. I mean, I will say Canada do charge, I believe now, on everything. I believe they charge customs on everything now. The Mad About Skin brand includes the customs in the price you pay. So the price for my own brand, if you're Canadian, if you're watching, sending love to Canada. If you're watching this from Canada, when you check out, that price is the final price. We get invoiced for every single shipment on the customs charges for each shipment, and we pay them. We pay them direct, so you'll never see an invoice or anything. Canada is the only country. The European Union does it with VAT slightly different, but Canada is the only country that charges every single parcel, as far as I'm aware, for customs duties, which is a shame because it just pushes the cost up for the Canadian consumer, which I think is a bit unfair, but I'm not Canadian, so it's not my place to say. I think it's just a bit unfair, but we do. So if you are shopping with the Madaboutskin brand, everything is inclusive of customs, VAT, and everything. We get the invoice. That's all that so you'll never see the cost, so you can shop with confidence. Same with the US, customs and tariffs all included, so there'll be no additional charge. And if you're shopping from the EU, VAT is included as well. So we've tried to make it as simple as possible for consumers and keep the price right down, so when you check out, you know exactly what you're paying. Remedy do that, but they do pass on the full cost to the consumer, which does push the price up. We absorb most of it for our Canadian customers, so you don't see that price hike, but Remedy pass on that, which is their right to do if they want. They pass it on to consumer, which is why you end up with quite a high bill from them, which I think is a bit of a shame. Bordio said, hi Rob, I'm Mad About Skin family, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, my love, hope all is wonderful with you. Aileen says, yeah, I'm trying to buy more in the EU. I'm tired of all these import costs everywhere. Yeah, everything seems to have just gone up. But I will say, I mean, as a business owner, I can kind of see these on the horizon. I can see where they're coming from. I think a lot of countries do impose their customs, things like that, and we've got rid of the free limits and stuff. The EU, for example, is charging €3 per order shipped into the EU, even if it's below their threshold, that's from July. Again, we're absorbing that as a business, but a lot of businesses don't absorb it, they just pass it on, and I think it's a shame, because it's government, ultimately it's the consumer that ends up paying the price, which is why I think it's a shame. But it is what it is. So yeah, luckily I will say, if you're watching this from the UK, we should be very grateful in this instance that in the UK customs and the government are pretty incompetent, which means we never get anything charged, which is, I'm not complaining. I mean, there's lots of things we can complain about, but generally when we import things from wherever in the world into the UK, you never get charged anything, and I don't think our government would be able to agree on anything, so nothing's changing for a while, which is a good thing. That is one good thing I think us Brits can be happy about. So Suzanne says, hi everyone, hope we're having a nice weekend. Sending lots and lots of love to you, Suzanne. I just took the kids to a birthday party, which was very intense. Full on like soft play like Ninja Warrior extravaganza, which was amazing, but very tiring. For me, I don't know how kids have energy. I was like, my knees are never going to be the same. Clambering through all of that. It was a lot. Good fun, but I think I'm going to have to take like a week off to recover. So let's see. Tom says, on the sun deck, enjoying the sun and the warmer temperatures. That's what we love to hear. That is what we love to hear. It's been a bit of a busy week this week. We had oh, excuse me, still getting over this cold. Lots and lots of businessy stuff with future pipeline stuff going on. The launch of the dark spot serum went like crazy mad, like ridiculously mad, in the best possible way. So been very, very busy with that. And excitedly this week, the madaboutskin cleansing cloths are back in stock. I was baffled. We ordered 5,000 of these for the original launch, and it wasn't like a big launch or anything. We just put them for sale on the website. Anyway, they went mad. We sold 5,000 in 5-6 weeks. Baffling, absolutely baffling. People couldn't get enough of these. Well, they're back in stock. So if you've been waiting to get your hands on the madaboutskin cleansing cloths, they are back. We do them in a 3-pack and a 7-pack, so depending on how many you want. They are huge. I think this is why people love them so much. Like, they are huge. You can do what I do, which is I use the side with the logo embossed, and this isn't printed on, this is fully embossed. I use that for the morning. I use the other side for the evening. So I only use one a day because they're so big. You can use them all over the body. They've got this unique waffle texture. We had this specially designed just for us. So this isn't something you'll see from other brands with this waffle texture, which just means you get the softest cleanse, and it really just helps shift all the extra like makeup, dirt, debris, and all of that the nicest way. Apply your cleanser, then just wipe it off with this. Warm water on it, feels good. I've washed this. Gosh, I've had this 4 or 5 months, still looks like new. 100% unbleached cotton as well, so it's, you know, environmentally sustainable and just feels so good on your skin. If you have a muslin cloth, this is like an easier to use version of it, I think. Anyway, they do 3 packs and they do 4 packs. What I will say as a little good, because you know me, I love a cheeky giveaway. Love, love, love a cheeky giveaway. I can never resist. So what I will say is, if you're watching this on the live stream or on replay, so if you're watching this on the live stream, any order that's placed during this live stream, and you can use any codes that you want. So look, I think we have a code for live streams. Let me just find out what it is. So if you use the code LIVE, LIVE, obviously, all capital letters, all one word, LIVE, that'll get you 15% off anything and everything on the website. And every order using that live discount will get a free 3-pack of the cleansing cloths, so you can try them yourself. You don't need to add them to your cart or anything. The warehouse will put them in for you automatically, so you just need to use the live code LIVE, all capital letters, all one word, and you get 15% off, and you'll get a free 3-pack of these cleansing cloths, which are so good. I absolutely love them. That is also open to anyone on replay. If you're watching on replay, that will also be open to you. Again, you just need to use the live LIVE discount code in order for that to apply. Fill your basket, fill your boots, free cleansing cloths. They are just available to buy as a 3-pack or a 7-pack if you want to. They're selling it really quick. We've sold so many today, it's ridiculous. Yeah, if you haven't tried these before, that's fine. If we owe you one from when they sold out, if we owe you one from our previous giveaway, the customer service team are already managing that and getting those sent out to you, so do not worry. That they're now back in stock and that's happening. So if you did want to get your hands on them, yeah, you can stock up now. Right. Oh, and I did mean to say as well, the trio. So we do a trio of sunscreens, 3 with 33% off. So you get a trio with 33% off. That trio is only available for the next 7 days. So that's disappearing and being replaced by something else in 7 days' time. So if you wanted to get your hands on the trio of sunscreens, you can use that live discount, that works. But if you wanted to get your hands on that trio, now is the chance to do it, because it will the trio will be out within, I think it's got 8 days left on it off the top of my head. So yeah, if you did want to, yeah, and it will work, you can use the live discount on that trio. Yeah, if you want to, you can use that on that trio, and that will, yeah, that will also work. Anyway, hopefully hopefully that makes sense, and yeah, let me know if you've got any questions about that. And it's all good. Right, let's just make sure that's all set up. So yeah, you can absolutely use that on those. Right, so Ames Rose says, Anne here from New Jersey, East Coast of the US. Lovely spring day here, perfect for a live stream and a chat. I love that it's springtime. I live for spring. It's my favourite season. I've got some broad beans growing in the garden, planted those out there, doing really, really well. My sunflowers have sprouted, they're doing well. Life is good. Life is good. I'm always happiest in spring. See, Fristenberg says, hi everyone, I found my knitting project and I'm ready for a wonderful live stream. Hope all is well. I love how we're crafting during the live stream. This makes me very happy. I feel like we're quite a crafty bunch when it comes to, we've always got a craft project on the go during these live streams, which makes me very happy. Either that or cleaning our house. I do know quite a lot of other people clean during the live stream. Again, I'm happy. If I'm making the world a cleaner place through these live streams, I'm happy with that. Very, very happy with that. And yeah, let me know what you're doing. Let me know what you guys are doing and what you're up to during the live stream. So, Vanessa, great to see you, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. Let's see. Okay, so Chris says, hi Rob, I'm Chris, new to your channel, first time on your live stream. I'm in the UK. Sending you lots and lots of love, Chris. Oh, excuse me. I think the last bit of your message got cut off by YouTube, so I'm very sorry. But I'm sending you, if you wanted to repost it, I'll get to it straight away. But I think YouTube cut the last bit of your message off. But yeah, Chris, welcome, my love. You are welcome to the madaboutskin family. I hope all is fabulous with you. And yeah, just thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. Let's see. Tom says, should be a 2-hour live stream for what I've been told. Yes, we're doing 2 hours. We are going to do like a 4 behind the scenes live stream, which I promised you guys. We're going to do a full behind the scenes like live stream of me going to the warehouse, packing orders and things like that. Probably next week is when we're going to do that. I'll give you a heads up, you guys a heads up. So that is coming. I've committed to that and I will do it. The only reason we haven't done it sooner is we were blown away by the number of orders that we got from the for the dark spot serum. It has gone crazy, and so we had to, it was all hands on deck. Also, I've been having this cold, which is the main reason. Let's see. Alessi, great to see you, my love. Hope all is wonderful. And where have you been? Yes, we've missed you. So glad you could catch up. Hope all has been wonderful with you, my love. Hope all has been wonderful. Suzanne said the tea has been brewing, must be top notch. This is a Best of Harrogate tea. It is top notch, like perfection in tea form. Absolute perfection, Suzanne. So, Mai, great to see you, my love. It's a rainy day here while I'm in California. Hope everyone's doing well and enjoy your week so far. I am, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you too. Oh, Scott says, skincare question. Whatever happened to Cassandra Bankson? She just vanished. She did. What happened to Cassandra Bankson? So this was a bit of a bizarre sort of turn in that, let me just see on YouTube. Let me just check when she last posted. So Cassandra Bankson was like did she upload 3 or 4 times a week? And then just disappeared. No, nothing. Let me have a look when she last uploaded a video 6 months ago, and then before that a year ago. Yeah, how bizarre. I don't know. I don't know is the answer to that, Scott. I really don't know. I think it's a shame. I liked a lot of her content. I thought some of her content wasn't exactly what I was looking for, but that's fine. The world isn't curated for me. But most of her content I did really enjoy, particularly around acne. I found it really useful, particularly around acne. So yeah, I just disappeared without a trace, which is yeah, it was a bit of a shame. I suspect she's working for Medicube now, I think, because I did see on TikTok she did a lot of videos from Korea, from South Korea, and was doing a lot of promotional work with Medicube. I think she might be working for Medicube now, possibly. I might be wrong in that. I literally don't take my word for that. I believe so. But yeah, I might look into that. Anyway, I hope she's doing really well. Wherever she's doing and wherever she is, I hope she's doing really well. Suzanne says, good to see you looking so snuggly, Rob. Thank you. I've got this cold. It's really warm outside, but I'm freezing cold. I've got this cold going on. This hoodie, like unsponsored. This hoodie actually got sent to me in a PR package that Timeless sent with, was it their Christmas? I think it was their Christmas bundle or something. Anyway, it was around Christmas time and they sent me this hoodie. It's amazing. It's so fluffy inside. It does say Timeless on it. I have been rocking this. I didn't realise, right? So I did go to this. Oh, sorry, this is a bit of an off tangent. So I did go to a kid's birthday party, soft play kids' birthday party with my kids in this. Yeah, in this, without realising 2 things. One, it says Timeless on it, which either looks like a sponsorship. If you know the skincare brand, you'll know it's their logo and you'll be like, sponsorship. It's not. I got it for free. But, you know, or they'll think that I'm declaring myself timeless, like, you know, walking in with that confidence. Yep, timeless right here. Either way, it's not a great look, is it? Didn't realise that. Also, has a toothpaste stain for where I was brushing the dog's teeth earlier. And it has a toothpaste stain on it. So, timeless and covered in toothpaste. That's my life. Yeah, didn't realise that. So, anyone that saw me either thought I was really conceited or really clumsy. I don't know which. But anyway, yeah. So that's today. It is really comfy. It needs a wash. I think is probably the summary of that. Tom says, oh yeah, completely forgot about Cassandra Bankson. Yeah, she was huge on YouTube before YouTube was a big thing. Like, huge, and then just disappeared. So Ames Rose says, just this week that the Ordinary is no longer Leaping Bunny certified for cruelty-free. So I have asked about this. There are 2 ways of looking at this. People who subscribe to the Leaping Bunny certification are obviously gonna stop shopping, because if that's your guide, for example. I reached out to the Ordinary and said, look, what's happening here? Like, what's going on? And they came back and said, nothing's changed. We're not testing on animals. Nothing has changed. The difference is the Leaping Bunny certification jumped up in price. We don't, it doesn't align with what we're looking for in terms of the way they approach it, and we don't want to pay for the certification. So I would say the two ways of looking at this. Nothing has fundamentally changed. So if you were happy to shop The Ordinary before, nothing has changed. They don't have the certification because they didn't want to pay for it, and that's fair enough. Some of these certifications, we have looked at it for my own brand, are like £20,000 plus. Not a lot for me, a small brand, not a lot for a big multinational, but I get the principle behind it. Nothing's changed. Other people will be like, if it's not Leaping Bunny certified, I'm not buying it, in which case it's going to be a brand that you're going to want to avoid. So I can see both sides. But that's the rationale. Nothing has changed. However, if you're looking for Leaping Bunny certification specifically, everything has changed. So I would see it both ways in particular. It's a bit of a minefield. We did go down that route to have it, and it was like £20,000. I was like, I can't justify spending £20,000. All our products are cruelty-free. We work with an exclusively cruelty-free lab, and anyone that knows me and my ethos when it comes to skincare knows that none of my products have ever been near animal testing ever. The certification just costs a lot. We do want to do it down the line. We want the certification because it's just an extra stamp of approval. You know what I mean? It's just an extra stamp for people that don't know the community and don't, that want that. It makes sense. It's something we want to do, but it is ridiculously expensive. So it's something we do when we have a bit more margin to play with. But that is a really good thing to bring up because I've been meaning to talk about that. So thank you so much. Let's see. Laurie, great to see you, my love. Hope all is amazing with you. Stephanie, great to see you. Says, super happy to see you. I keep missing your lives. Hope all is well. We've missed you, Stephanie. Where have you been? Where have you been? Hope all is fabulous with you, my love. Nikki says, hi. Oh my god, I'm so happy I'm able to make your live. I love you and your products. Thank you. Love you too. Your sunshine yellow tote with pride every day here in Ireland. Thank you for being amazing and so passionate. Thank you. That is very, very kind. That's very, very kind. I recorded that means the world to me. I actually recorded a little snippet. I can't say anything yet. It's going to come out in about 3 or 4 weeks time. Anyway, I recorded a little snippet for an online magazine feature thing on YouTube that was doing wanted content creators to do things. Anyway, basically you had to read and respond to hate comments about yourself, which was okay. Anyway, surprisingly, they didn't find many people that were willing to do it. I was like, I'm happy to do that. I don't care. Anyway, so I had to sit in a little studio setting thing. It was an online thing. And basically, they sent me all these, it's not hate comments. None of it was particularly offensive. Through, and I had to respond to them. And I was like, oh wow, stuff that I'd never seen before, on online forums or whatever. So it is very nice to have nice feedback. Because I was reading this, I was like, oh my god, people have way too much time on their hands to care this much about some old queen on YouTube. But you know what? So thank you for your very kind words. That means a lot. I think someone was what was my favourite one? Someone had put on a forum or something. I don't know where it is. I can't remember where it was from. Anyone else? Does anyone else find that guy Madaboutskin annoying? First comment under was, annoying would be an upgrade. Wow. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. I was like, wow. So yeah, I was reading those out for a solid 20 minutes. I'll link it when that comes out. It was quite fun to do, to be fair. I don't take myself seriously. I don't care. If some random person on the internet finds me annoying, you know what? I always thought it's better to be something than nothing. It's better to be annoying than forgotten about, I guess. So yeah, I will. It's 20 minutes of me reading those out. So I will, when it goes live, I'll link it so that you guys can see it and have a laugh. It was quite fun to film, to be fair. It was quite cathartic. Because I think, you know what, in this world, I genuinely believe everybody feels very free to say things behind a keyboard. Because, it's it's one of those things. Behind a keyboard, you can say what you want, can't you? That's how people see it. I never think people would say these things to your face. I can't imagine if I'm shopping in Marks and Spencer's doing my weekly shop that someone would run up to me and be like, annoying would be an upgrade for you. Do you know what I mean? People feel very free behind a keyboard, and I don't think people I don't think people mean half of the things they say, but it was quite funny. So if you want to see that, let me know. Would you guys like the link to watch it when it's up and running? I think it's going to be in about 2 or 3 weeks. Let me know if you'd like the link. I can provide it. It was incredibly funny. It did give me a little bit of a chuckle. Right. So thank you, Nikki, for such a nice comment, because I think we need more of those in our lives. Celtic says, hi there, looking forward to hear what you have to say today. Question, do you think Madaboutskin will develop a foaming face wash? Do you know what? We have, coming out in about 2 months' time, we have our cleansing balm. Well, it's our oil-based cleanser. It's more of a... It's not a balm. It's halfway. It's like an emulsion. It's an oil-based emulsion. Anyway, I'll show you the texture when... oh, I've got it here. I've got the sample here. Which you can see, it's like it goes on. It smells so good. That's the emulsion, and it turns into an oil when it comes in contact with the skin. Beautiful. That's our next cleansing product. And afterwards, I would like to work on a foaming face wash. I would like it to do though in a huge size that can also be used on the body. So I want to do like a body and face kind of thing. Yeah. So watch this space, I guess, is yeah, watch this space. So, just going to say a big thank just while before I go into any more comments, because I see loads of comments coming in, so let me just get on with those. Just wanted to say a big thank you for the orders that have come in, people that will be getting free washcloths, to Mai, to Courtney, big thank you to Marguerite, to Zoe, to Stacey, to Hannah, to Andrew, to Jill, to Nikki. Big thank you to Anne, to Anita, to Eric, to Sharon, to Rebecca. You will all be getting a free 3-pack of our cleansing cloths with your order. And I should just say, for anyone that's just joined, if you place any order today, www.madaboutsskincare.com, use the code LIVE, all capital letters, all one word, LIVE, and you will, if you get 15% off as standard, but you will also get a free trio pack of our cleansing cloths, which have just come back in stock after you guys sold these out on launch. They're finally back, embossed beautifully with the logo. These 100% cotton wash really, really well. They are my absolute favourites. No minimum order requirement. You can actually just buy a pack of 3 cleansing cloths for, I think, $6.99. You get your 50% off, and you will get a free. 3. So you get basically buy one get one free in that case. You could do it that way, or you could buy another product. But yeah, do whatever you need to. It is open to people who are watching on replay. If you're part of the replay squad, you will also get a free trio of our cleansing cloths, but you just need to use the code LIVE, LIVE, and you will get them automatically. Yeah, that's it. So let's see where we are. Jill said, in the early days, live streams were great. Rob sat on the floor on the sofa helping us get through COVID. Oh gosh, yes. On the floor of my old living room. I've moved house since then. On the floor of the old living room, answering questions, and I only dared do them for like half an hour. I know we do like 2-hour long live streams now. They used to be like half an hour, and I'll be totally honest with you guys, we got very little interaction in the early days because it was growing. You know, I was very grateful for the people that did join. It was growing, but we got very. I used to have to make up my own questions. Like I'd come with like pre-questions of, oh, so and so asked this. So didn't exist. I used to have to like make up my own questions to keep things flowing. I don't have to do this now. I'm barely able to get to the end of the questions these days. But you know what? Look how far we've come. It was good. Those days, they were good fun. Well, they were COVID days, but the live streams themselves were fun. Becky, great to see you, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. Oh, Tom says, oh my gosh, yes. Do you remember Face Mask Fridays? That Face Mask Fridays was even before live streams. That was before the live streams happened, where I had some prepared questions. So people had asked questions in comments, and I'd sit down for 10 minutes to record a video in the corner of my sofa with a face mask on, different face mask each week, and answer the questions that came in. Yeah, that was a really, yeah. Good memories, Tom. Thank you for the reminder. Love those days. Chris says, question, will you be able to do a video sometime where you show off all your products, the order they should be applied in? Yes, of course. If people would find that useful, I'm happy to do that. I never want the content, what I'm very mindful of is I never want the content on the channel to be just my products. You know, buy my product, it's amazing. Next video, buy my other product, that's also amazing. Do you know what I mean? And I think that gets quite samey. Other content creators that have their own skincare line have done that, and it's never worked well because ultimately people shop around. I don't just use my products, I use a whole range of different brands alongside my products. But if people would find it really useful to have a dedicated video about the madaboutskin line, how to use them, you know, how to layer and pair, I would happily do that if people would find that useful. So yeah, in answer to your question, I would be happy to do that, Chris, if people would find it useful. So I said, glad Damien didn't hear you say Pikachu, or else he'd be begging for an episode. Sorry, Suzanne. Yeah, I should say I never got into Pokemon at all when I was growing up. Not interested. My brother loved it. I was never interested in it at all. Just never did it for me. The kids love it, and I now find that I'm into it. Now I'm older, which is, yeah, I'm now more into it than I was as a kid. I kind of like it. I'm crocheting a set of coasters for a friend's housewarming gift. That is a nice housewarming gift. We like that. Just started a holiday snowflake pattern in Afghan. We love that. You know what? I should have let you know when I was moved. I've moved house now. It's too late. I should have let you know. I could have got a set of coasters. I love the idea of that. Love crochet coasters. Frisco says, Rob, I love how fast I got the Mad About Skin order. Give the team all my love. You're very welcome. You know what? We've upgraded our shipping service. UK, really quick. Europe, flying out. Unfortunately, there has been some logistical challenges with the US owing to US customs. Not the fault of the shipping, owing to US customs, and some of the delays around that. A little frustrating, but we are where we are. That's now been resolved, so it's all good. Normal services resumed. But yeah, the deliveries to like Canada, UK, Europe, definitely speeding a lot quicker than they used to be, which is what we wanted. The US, we had a hiccup, but now we're back to normal. So if you're watching this from the US, it's back to the normal delivery times, which is really, really good. And thank you for bearing with us during that. So yeah, I'm really happy that it came for Frisberg and came so quickly, which we love. And Ailey says, I found you during COVID. Definitely you were doing the lives in 2020. I loved those days. Loved those live stream days because we had nothing else on. I was trapped in the house. I had literally nothing else on. It was great. it was great. Not great for everybody. And I don't say that lightly. For me, it meant I had nothing to do and I could just chill and do live streams, which is kind of, was great fun. I should say, by the way, wherever I forgot it, wait there, here, colouring in book there, sorry. This is my life now. I've got like a plethora of, like skincare here and some Crayola super tips. Need to tidy out here. So if you've ordered, I should have said, if you've ordered the copper peptide in the last week, we sold hundreds of units like that. We have a new batch that is literally just been quality checked, so it's ready imminently. So if you've ordered the copper peptide serum, it will be dispatched from next Wednesday. So if you are ordering now, then just to give you a heads up, it'll be dispatched next Wednesday. So there'll be a tiny delay. It's just while that quality check happens because we were caught off guard with how quickly things sold. Not complaining, very blessed, but that's how that happened. If you did want to order the copper peptide, I should have said the timeline for its the expiry date on the new batch is actually December 2027. So you have 18 months in which to use it. If you were tempted to stock up, it's the 3 for 2 is still on for the next 5 days, I think. 3 in your basket, you'll only pay for 2. 6 in your basket, you'll only pay for 4. That's all good, and you get the free waffle cloths with them. I should have said that. That 3 for 2 is coming to an end. I keep extending it because you guys keep asking. But with the new batch, it will be coming to an end. But if you wanted to place your order, you can do, and it will be the expiry date will be December 2027, so you can order in bulk and it will still be good for a year and a half. Right, Scott says, I like the dark spot serum very much. Great texture. It's the first Azelaic product I've enjoyed using. Good job on the formulation. Thank you so much, Scott. Yeah, it's not grainy. I think a lot of azelaic acids are quite grainy and gritty. It's like putting sand on your face. Not a fan. They can be quite stingy, which again, not to everyone's taste. And azelaic acid can be quite greasy as well. Azelaic acid is a nightmare to formulate with. It's a beautiful ingredient, nightmare to formulate with. I think we've cracked it. I like to say that we've cracked it. So thank you for that feedback, Scott. I am just so happy that it's working for you. Drake says, I enjoyed the Taz video yesterday. Can I ask what strength you're on? I'm on the lowest strength of tazarotene. Didn't want to push it because I had no success with tretinoin whatsoever. When I moved to tazarotene, I didn't want to push it. I didn't want to go for anything too sensitizing, risk, sensitivity, the irritation. So I played it safe, and basically played it safe and went with the lowest strength. I might go up to the mid-strength option. There are only 2 main strengths. You can get a higher one. I might go for that. I might go up a notch in summer. It depends. I'm in 2 minds. I'm getting success with it now, so I almost want to just leave it as it is. But a bit of me wants to maybe chase the percentage. I don't know. My heart is saying stop where you are. My head's saying stop where you are. My heart's saying, ooh, go, give it a go. So I'm on the lowest dose at the moment. Vanessa said, Rob, do I have to ask my friend Sarah when she moisturiser will be back? I've offered her one of my backups in the meantime. Never go with that. Oh, I have exciting news about the moisturiser and the peel. The chemical peel and the moisturiser are currently being filled as we speak. Like literally today are being filled. So should be, touch wood, back on sale next Friday. Very excited about that. So yes, anyone wanted to buy the moisturiser or the chemical peel, it will be back in stock next Friday. And yes, very, very excited about that. Cannot wait for it to happen. Yeah, going to be very, very excited about that one. So yes, Vanessa, next Friday. And it'll be great. They will, if you wanted to use, you can tell your friend as well, because I'm always a great believer in just doing right by people, because you guys have always done right by me. I will keep the live, L-I-V-E, all capital letters, one word, active. If you wanted to use it when the, use it again when the moisturiser and the peel come back in, if anyone wants those, then that will still work and you'll still get the washcloth offer with that when it goes live on Friday. B says, yes, Remedy Pore size is quite hefty for me. What else would you recommend for pore size? I'm currently using your peel gel once a week. Well, first of all, yeah, the madaboutskin chemical peel gel, great for that once a week treatment. You could go to twice a week. You could move it to twice a week, which might give you those elevated results. That's an option. If you don't want to buy another product, you could use the madaboutskin peel an extra time a week, and that will give you some enhanced results. Worth considering. Worth considering as an option. I would probably go for, if it was up to me, I would probably go for the pore minimizing one by Skin 1004. I think that's a really great option. It's super gentle, like ridiculously gentle, and yeah, I would probably go for that. That would be my go-to for a gentle product that actually works. Yeah, that would be my recommendation. But you will have to let me know. Right. Sveta says, hi, delivery to Russia is not going to be feasible, right? So if you we don't currently ship to Russia as a result of sanctions and as a result of shipping limitations. So unfortunately, currently not feasible. I appreciate that the wonderful Russian people are not all responsible for what is going on. And, as that will be disappointing, because I feel like, as with a lot of things, it's the consumer, the population that suffer, because people higher up are doing things that maybe aren't the best. But unfortunately, because of the sanctions, we're not able to ship to Russia at the moment. Who knows what the future holds, but at the moment, no, unfortunately, we can't. Nancy says, good afternoon, everyone. Rob, you recommended you use your anti-aging oil with your sunscreen and anti-aging oil with your moisturiser. I would use it with the moisturiser. I would use it on an evening with the moisturiser. 2 drops of the madaboutskin anti-aging oil in with your moisturiser. Perfection. It glides on, feels so good. Marco says, thoughts on alternating tretinoin with retinal every day? Yes, I alternate tazarotene and retinal, and it works really well. For me, that just means I get the maximum results without having an off day, without risking side effects and irritation. So yeah, I do it with Teaserotine. You can absolutely do it with tretinoin. It would work the same way. Yeah, lots of people. I see a lot of dermatologists online actually recommend that as well. Recommend that you do the alternate approach. I think that way it just can minimize sensitivity whilst also maximizing, you know, the results that you see. Yeah, absolutely. Some people as well can't tolerate Teaserotine or tretinoin on the neck, super sensitive area. So one thing you could do is you could use the retinol on your neck, Teaserotine, tretinoin on the rest of your face. You could absolutely do that as well. That would be an option. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question. But yes, I do it. I would fully recommend it. It just works really, really well. Right, let's have a look. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about my cough, by the way. I don't feel ill. I just sound ill, but I'm not. I'm absolutely fine. Do not worry. All right, let's see where we are with these comments. Suzanne says, children are basically mini ninjas. A man can be in one room, and then the second he's beside me. I don't know how times I've screamed. I know. And like when my kids were doing backflips off this platform into a ball pool, and I'm like, I don't want to be that person that says, please don't do that, please don't do that. Kids should be free, should be able to do it at one. But I'm like, oh, this has like broken neck all over it. Oh, like, just like, oh gosh. I was very pleased because he waited for the area to be free before dive bombing, which I think is important. So I was like, proud moment, taught him well. But yeah, the backflips, I was like, no, thank you, no, we cannot do that. But kids will be kids, won't they? But yeah, like little ninjas for sure. So Gargoyle Kitten, love that name. That's getting an award for best YouTube name. So good afternoon for the coastline of Rhode Island. Sending lots of love to Rhode Island, a place I would love to go to. I would love to see all of that, the Gilded Age mansions in Newport. That's on my bucket list of things to see. Trace says, I already ordered a few 7-packs. I'm keeping one, gifting one. Same with madaboutskin sunscreen. Thank you so much. Yes, I saw your order come through. Thank you so much. Yeah, the washcloths just fly. Like literally just fly off the shelves. We did them. We created them as I actually took quite a lot of credit because we wanted a bespoke pattern that nobody else did, which is how you got this waffle texture. And we did them sort of as a extra like basket filler, kind of, you know, people are shopping, they might pop one in the basket because why not, kind of product. I didn't realise it would be a bestseller. I mean, at one point it was our actual best-selling product. So, yeah, the hype is real. What I love is they get softer the more you wash them. So you know how sometimes with cleansing cloth, you wash them and then they get really grim and like fall apart? Not these. This has been going strong for like, oh gosh, how long have I been using this? 4 months. Still holding it together, not broken apart. Like, it's, yeah, they wash really well. So again, sustainability is something I'm a big fan of. I don't want people buying new stuff all the time. That will last you. It will last you. You can also, when you're done with them, so give it like, use them for 2 years. When they get like to the point where you're like, no, do you know what, I think I'm done. You can stick them in the compost heap because they'll biodegrade. So you can stick them in the compost heap and good. Plus 100% plastic free. Not a whiff of plastic, so you can compost them. No problem at all. And yeah, there you go. So Tom says, I love the madaboutskin cleanser cost. I don't use anything else anymore. Thank you, Tom. Love you. B says, yeah, love your washcloths. Frisbee says, yeah, the madaboutskin cleanser costs are amazing, soft and durable. Yeah, like I said, I didn't know people could get so excited about a washcloth. They sold out like that, and people we're inundated with emails every day like, when are they coming back? They are back. I'm just happy people are loving them. Absolutely. Tanya, great to see you, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. Since I said best washcloths ever. I will fight for them. Love it, Suzanne. Love it. Yeah, I think people I think people just seem to love their moment of washclothness. Like anything we can do to have a little bit of self-care in our life can never be a bad thing, can it? Vanessa, madaboutskin cloths are amazing. I love the size for heavier makeup days. This is true. Yeah. So see, Angela says, I love the cleanse cloths. Had one for Merlin to wash his face every morning. I love this. I love this. Even cats are getting TLC. We love this. That makes me incredibly happy. So Ames Rose says, any other current madaboutskin codes or specials? Yeah. So use Live is 15% off free 3-pack of washcloths with every order that uses the Live discount. We have the 3 for 2 on we have 3 for 2 on the copper peptide serum. You won't be able to use that with the Live, but if you just get the 3 for 2 on the copper peptide and then email in the team using the contact us section of the website, just say, please can you pop in the free, I'm watching the live stream, can I have the free washcloths? Then we can still add them for you. That's no problem. But if you use the 3 for 2 on the copper peptide, you will just have to email the customer service team and ask for the trio of washcloths. They'll happily do that for you, no problem. And what other things have we got? It is currently, that is it. We have some stuff coming up later on for the moisturizer launch and the restock and the peel restock. So watch this space. But mainly if you use Live, 15% off free trio of washcloths. Let's see. Suzanne says, nice to hear your gardening, Rob. I'm a bit of a garden geek. I am a little bit of a garden geek. I love to be out in the garden when I can. It's just nice. I just like being outdoors. And it's always quite rewarding. Growing broad beans. Do I particularly like broad beans? No, not that much. But we're growing them. And we're doing it enthusiastically. That's the main thing. But yeah. So bedtime wash up with madaboutskin products. We love that. Lana says, hi Rob, when is your cleansing balm coming out? Have you tried the Transparent Labs Seeker sunscreen? So cleansing balm coming out in about 2 months' time. The Transparent Labs Seeker sunscreen, it doesn't protect as well as yours, but even the skin tone perfectly in combination too. Okay, no, I have not. I'm making a note of that. Transparent Lab Seeker. I will be buying one and trying it. Thank you so much for the heads up. Angela says, I'm sitting here in the UK eating popcorn, watching Rob. We love a popcorn moment. I bought some popping corn. I need to make it. I actually do need to make it. B says, Rob, any chance of adding iron oxide to your sunscreen for us folk with hyperpigmentation? It's something we're looking to do as part of a free, in fact, of a tinted sunscreen version. Watch this space. Currently, no, because we're working on quite a lot of products, but yes, at some point we would love to. Laura, great to see you, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. Oh, okay, so Laura said, I think Cassandra's having personal issues and need to take a break from YouTube. That's what she stated. Well, obviously I wish her all the best, because you know what? I think we can all pay it forward by wishing best for people. So hopefully whatever she was going through, she's working through, and hopefully one day she'll be able to come back and pick up where she left off. So Aileen said, I still miss the sofa lives. I should do that. I have still got that sofa. That sofa is currently in the garage, because I didn't there's nothing wrong with it. I didn't want to get rid of it, but it's currently in the garage. And what was it? What have I just spilled? Have I just spilled something? Yeah, I've just spilled something. Hooray! Right. Just not my drink. Don't worry about that. So, yeah, that sofa is currently in the garage. I might, for old time's sake, I'd have to get the lighting set up, because the lighting is a bit... Yeah, I've just put my sock in. I've just spilled my drink and put my sock in it. Sorry, I'm just going to take that sock off because that is grim. Yeah, so I do have to get that sorted. But I could do a sofa live from there if people would want that. Would people want that? Let me know. Would people want that? I would be quite happy to do that. Suzanne says, if anyone is timeless, it's surely you. Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you. I've got it on a t-shirt now, so it's fact. It's fact. Thank you, B. Thank you. Nika says, as a madaboutskin addict, would love a live at the warehouse. I know you're slammed. I was wondering higher strength retinol oils in the works. So there is a higher strength retinol in the works. Watch this space. It is coming soon. I don't know how soon, but it will be this year. And I really do want to do the warehouse live. I just think it'd be so much fun. I do definitely want to do it. So watch this space. I will definitely be doing it. Hopefully next week. Hopefully next week. Michelle, great to see you, my love. Thank you so much. Leslie, great to see you. Sending love. Michelle, thank you for the new generation sunscreen. Will there ever be a waterproof? It is something we've talked about. I've got a mood board at the lab. I've got a mood board of everything, like an ideas board of everything that I want to do. That's on there. I can't say for certain when or... but yes, it's something that I definitely want to do, if that makes sense. So Laura says, when you're testing so many products, how do you know that something's actually working? This is a very common question, and one I'm always happy to answer, because it definitely is one of those, like, yeah, hard to get your head around. So I don't actually test a lot of new products. You know, I'll talk about favourites. They're things that I've used in the past. I'm using now. I might talk about like best eye creams, for example, and these will be eye creams that maybe I used 2 years ago but loved. Maybe they're current. You know, it's not a case of I'm slapping every single one of these products on my skin that morning, which I know sometimes it can seem like, you know, but that's not how that works. So I don't actually test that many new products. I tend to have 1 or 2 on rotation at a time. I'll tend to be using one new product, because it is really hard to tell. If I'm using like 6 new products, it's really hard to tell what's doing what. There is also, though, so I share a lot of products with like friends and family and ask them to test them on my behalf, and then I'll feedback on their feedback. There is something to be said, though, for once you know your skin, you can tell what's doing what. So for example, if I was using like a new sunscreen, testing a new sunscreen alongside testing my new dark spot serum, and I saw my hyperpigmentation was fading, that's going to be the dark spot serum that's doing that. You know, the sunscreen might be playing a part, but it's the dark spot serum that's doing that. If I was using a calming and soothing serum and maybe a new like a new cleanser, and I find that my skin was less sensitive, it's probably going to be the calming and soothing serum that's doing it. So you can have a bit of an educated workaround with that. But yeah, it is always trial and error, and I always try and say to people as well when it comes to skincare, there is no like hard and fast rule. So what works really well for me might not work as well for you guys, or might not work as well for somebody else. You know, there is always going to be an element of trying it for yourself. And I always want to make that clear, because I can't say, I might say like, this is the best vitamin C I have ever used on my skin. It's fantastic. But I can't guarantee that everyone else is going to have that exact same experience. I hope that they would, but you know, there's always a bit of nuance to it with different people's skin. So I recommend people just kind of play around themselves, take recommendations as, you know, what they're meant to be, but there will always be a little trial and error, if that makes sense. Hopefully I'm explaining myself. Maybe I'm not. Andrew says, phew, glad it's because a Leaping Bunny wanted more money, not the ordinary test on animals. I've just purchased 2 bottles of the modulated glucose. I love that product so much. No, so nothing has changed with the ordinary or Neod in terms of their process for animal testing. They're not Leaping Bunny certified, but that is to do with them not wanting the certification, not because they want to test on animals. For that. And there's lots of different certifications out there. I don't know whether they're looking into a new one or not, but yeah. Lana says, I totally missed this. When did you become a dad? Congratulations. Oh yeah. Long process. You don't have to, no, don't disregard it. It's not too personal. You guys can ask anything you want. Yeah. So went down the adoption route, which is how that came about, which is why I end up with kids that are older and it's a bit new. But yeah, wonderful experience, and just really like, whilst I keep my private life obviously private for their sake more than mine. I mean, I put everything out here online. It's you guys are always free to ask. So that was. Oh gosh, year? We'll say a year. I should know the exact date, really. You go. It's just been, it's been a lot. I think finding juggling that with running a business, with running the channel, with, right, it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's just really enjoyable. Wouldn't change it for the world. But yeah, you always feel free to ask, my love. Always feel free to ask. New to class says, hi, first ever live, love your channel. Just ordered the madaboutskin dark spot serum. Any recommendations for gentle cleanser for my rosacea? First of all, thank you for your order. Welcome to the channel. Gentle cleanser. I've got a couple of favourites. So one that I'm really enjoying is, so I'm assuming, do you want fragrance or fragrance free? I don't mind fragrancing cleansers, even if you've got sensitive skin, because you're washing it off. It's not going to be there for long, so I wouldn't stress it too much. If you don't mind a little bit of fragrance, this is the Pixie Superberry Cleansing Whip. This is luxurious. This is like a whipping, cleansing, phenomenal. Absolutely love this. This is really gentle, has a little fragrance in for people that like a little fragrance. That's really good. I also really love the Ceramide one by Remedy. That's fragrance free, so if you're looking for a fragrance free option, that's really gentle. And then let me see if I can find it. Oh, that's the Remedy one. Remedy for cleansing. This is the gel to foam cleanser. Really gentle, really nice. Let me see if I can find it. This though is my absolute favourite. If you want the most gentle cleanser you have ever used, yet the most effective cleanser you will ever use, this is the Harborist Hyper Gentle Balm Gel Cleanser. This is the only thing that gets off multiple layers of mineral sunscreen. It is that effective, and it's got like 7 ingredients. Very little to be sensitized by in this. This is great. This is like gold dust amazingness. It's not super expensive. You get 100 mils. You don't need a lot. It will last you all the time. This would be the one that I would recommend. Let me just have a look and see how much it is. I haven't bought it in ages because it will last me forever. Let's have a look. Harborist Balm Cleanser. Let's see how much it actually is. Basically, it's 20% glycerin, which is why it's so good and why it's so effective. £24. I mean, for me, that's a bargain. £24. One will last me a year because I just used it when I really need to shift stuff without being too sensitizing. That's what I would personally recommend. I think it's absolutely fantastic. But yeah, that would be my recommendation. But if you guys have any recommendations for gentle cleansers, let me know. BT Education says, I love your live streams. They're a highlight of my weekend. Thank you so much. That's so kind. I love a combination of info and humour. Sending love to you and your family from Paris. Thank you so much. That's really kind. And sending you all the love to Paris. See, Laura says, are people great? Not. People are... my view has always been, don't say behind a keyboard what you wouldn't say to someone's face. If I'm happy to say it to someone's face, I think it's perfectly legit to type it out. But I think as humans, we're desensitized because you're saying something behind a keyboard. It doesn't seem like you feel detached. Do you know what I mean? Whereas you wouldn't shout that in someone's face. I always feel to people like, before I click send, do you want that, like, and I do this quite a lot with comments. So if I ever get like, I don't delete comments because I don't think that achieves anything. So if I get anything that's like rude or not nice, shall we say, I usually type something back. And 9 times out of 10, I'll read it before I click post. Think, no, do you know what? I don't know that I want to put that out into the world. I don't know that I want that to be my legacy of just, you know, not to be nice. So I often just be like, no, and I don't say anything. So yeah, I do know. I always say to people, think before you click post, because I get a lot of, I don't get much, to be fair, compared to, you know, I'm sure a lot of people get a lot more. I don't get a lot, but you know, when people send like not nice comments or not nice messages, you know, I have a great life. I'm very resilient. I have a lot of like positive stuff going. I have a really great support network. It's all good. I'm on good form. It's fine. Water off a duck's back. But you don't know that the person that receives that might not be in that same headspace, and it might be the thing that tips them over or ruins their week, or, do you know what I mean? And I just don't want to be the person that does that. B says, we love you, Rob. Thank you. Love you too. Oh yeah, Angela says Jelly Joker cleanser by Ginky Gorgeous. Really good. That is also a great recommendation for gentle cleansers. I said madaboutskin velvet cleanser. Thank you. Literally just sold out on this live stream. You guys have sold me out of that. It's coming back. We've got another batch being made as we speak. Literally just sold out. Jenna, great to see you, my love. Says you're amazing, Rob. Thank you. We love you. Ames Rose said the positive comments far outweigh the negative. Plus, they're just plain clueless. I always think sometimes it's cathartic reading the. There's a special button on YouTube. I should tell you this. So there's a button on YouTube. YouTube filter out anything that their algorithm or their like whatever it is thinks is offensive. They filter it out. And there's this button. So there's this tab that says comments held. And comments held are usually for things that might be borderline, not good, whatever. And I read through those and I approve the ones that are just maybe it's misconstrued or whatever. some that, if there's some that are just offensive to other people, I'll just delete them. Then there's a button that says sensitive held. That button you never press. Never press that button. Ever. I pressed it once and it was just a whole stream of people being absolutely hideously vile. Like, wow, you people are absolutely tapped if you think that is a normal thing to write to somebody. Never press that button. As a content creator, never press that button. I think it's you're on a hiding to nothing. Let me see if see how many messages are in that. I'm intrigued now. Let's see. I just did 176 messages under this sensitive held thing. Never press that button. It will not lead to happiness. It will not. It will never lead to happiness. I pressed it once and it's just, wow. People are really, really horrible. Just not nice words. Not nice words. So never press that button. If you're a content creator, never press that button. I was laughing to Kelly Driscoll about this, actually, who, I love her. If you haven't seen Kelly's content on YouTube, do it. We were laughing about this. I was saying, like, have you ever pressed the button? And she was like, yeah, I pressed it once. I'm not pressing it again. I was like, yeah, I know. Same. Never again. Tracy just like, Rob, thank you. Love you. And Revit says, heading out to dinner, just saying hi. Love you, Revit. Missing you. Enjoy your dinner. Have something gorgeous. Vanessa says, ooh, foaming facial wash. I'm getting excited. I need to try the samples yet. I'm hoping... The lab know me quite well. They do really good samples. So I'm hoping that with the first batch of samples, one of those will be the one. It has been so far with all the products. So hopefully that'll continue. Laura says, love your heartbeat and positive personality. It's refreshing. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Love you. B says, while you're taking requests, how about just cleansing oil that would not burn the eyes? The new one. Watch this space. I promise you. Yuki Coke says, can you explain how to learn madaboutskin copper peptides serum, super serum and retinol oil after toner, growth fat serum on my dry sensitive skin? So I would use the copper peptides first. I would actually use it straight after your toner. You can then use your growth factors and other things. I would then go with the super serum while your skin is still damp. Let it sink in for 5 minutes and then apply the oil on top. That way you'll get minimum sensitivity, best absorption and just a nice finish on the skin. BT Education says, if you're annoying the trolls, it's a win. I know. It was my great-gran that said to me, who's unfortunately no longer with us, but she just said, she said, it's better to be something than nothing. And I thought, yes, do you know what? If you are getting the attention, if it is negative, at least you're something. I mean, I think there's a limit to how far that works, you know, I don't think everything is a good thing to be, but I get the ethos behind that. Kennedy says, hi Rob, I've been using Tret gel for 2 years. I'm good results. Considering switching to Teaserine cream. Appears to be making my skin worse, which I'm not sure be attributed to the gel versus cream. It might be the gel v cream formula. Some people's skin just works better with gel. Some people works better with cream. For me, cream all the way. Gel's just ruined my skin barrier, but that's not the same for everybody. So if it's been prescribed, it might be worth having that chat with your prescriber and they can maybe switch it up for you. I would always say do it in conjunction with your prescriber. Marley, great to see you, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. Missed you. Hope all is fabulous. Michelle says, contemplating ordering more sunscreen before the special ends. It's got another 8 days to go on the trio. So if you order the trio, it's only available for the next 8 days, and you get 3 sunscreens, all 100 ml, so you're getting 300 ml sunscreen, 33% off. You can use the live discount code LIVE, all capital letters. You can use that, and that'll get you a further 15% off, and you get 3 free cleansing cloths. Can't say fairer than that. I should say, if anyone's just joined this live, if you do order any of the products using the code LIVE, LIVE, capital letters, you'll get 15% off, and you'll get a free trio of our just restocked cleansing cloths, which we sold 5,000 of these in like 5 or 6 weeks. It went like mad. We've got another 5,000 in. I don't know how long they'll last, but yeah, get them while they're still here. And you know, a big thank you to Aileen, to Leslie, to Inna, to Suzanne, to Susan, to Bravo, to Lisa, to Michael, to Danny, to Krista, to Gareth, to Julie, to Pia, to Catherine, to Rebecca, for all of your recent orders. Really, really do appreciate it so much. Beck says, just placed an order, very excited about the cleansing cloth. Thank you so much, my love. Thank you. Riley said, I'm travelling to Greece soon. You mentioned your products are in store. Any of the store in Athens, would love to purchase in person. Yes, they're in a store called Bee Queen Pro. Really great shop. Really wonderful. They stock like Geek and Gorgeous. They have some great product selection. So definitely worth visiting them. Say that I said hi. Rahima says, hi Rob, Madaboutskin fan. I hope we're having a wonderful weekend. I am. I love a very active weekend, but tomorrow, do you know what? Tomorrow, so exciting. I have got nothing planned but a trip to the local tip. The local dump to get rid of a load of stuff that I've cleaned out of the garage. So that's my life. You know, does it get more exciting than that? I don't think so. So think of me tomorrow where I'm basically throwing things into a skip. There is something incredibly cathartic about that though. Like I've had a good clear out and I get to throw all the stuff away, keep it. There's something, like I say, there's something incredibly cathartic about it. Michelle says, congrats on your hard-earned success, you deserve it. Thank you so much, Michelle. Thank you. Says, oh, good idea. I should do a face mask tomorrow night. I knew that was coming today. It was a good idea. You see, I'll be doing one tomorrow in solidarity, Suzanne. We can face mask together. Nana said, my sister has bad acne. Can you recommend any good products and techniques? So first of all, I would recommend using adapalene, which is an acne specific, though it is good for anti-aging too. New generation retinoid worked so well for me. Use it alongside azelaic acid in a 10 or a 15% concentration. Use those two together. Honestly, if I'd have had this during that combo in my teens, life would have been so much easier. So yeah, that would be my top tip. Let me know if you need specific brand recommendations for any of those actives, but adapalene and your azelaic acid together, match made in heaven. Michelle said, also, what noises saw a sellout as well as myself immediately disengaging? Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, my love. Yukiko says, also, can I use madaboutskin products along with the numbers in 9 serum? Yes. And the Geek and Gorgeous Power Peptides? Yes, I do. I have these in my exact routine, my love. We're routine twins. I use those exact ones in my own routine. Prashella, great to see you. So, did you make it to Madaboutskin, to Marks and Spencer's? If so, did you buy anything? It's 20% off at the Mo. Yes, I did. I went a bit mad. Excuse me. So, Marks and Spencer's, which I guess actually, yes. We have the same initials basically. Marks and Spencer's is a great little department store here. The food's great. The clothes aren't bad this year. The clothes are a bit hit and miss usually. The clothes are actually not bad this year. The kids' clothes are really nice as well. They have great food hall and they have a wonderful like skincare collection now. Some really great brands. They had 20% off everything. I spent a hideous amount of money. I need to speak to my accountant to see if I can do it as a tax write-off. I can't. It's for personal use. I definitely can't. It's not even point asking. It's just personal use. But anyway, I spent a hideous amount of money, but I got lots of products I haven't tried before. So watch this space. There'll be some reviews. Let me know if you want a review of my latest like haul. So much good stuff. Isabel says, hi Rob, have you heard of Real Barrier, the Korean skincare brand? I haven't, but I will check them out. Let me make a note of that. I will make a note of that and I will check them out. So Laura said my 35-year-old son was obsessed with Pokemon when he was in middle school. A lot of people are like, a lot of people in my generation love their Pokemon. I've come to it later in life. Suzanne said, it was fun. I was like 7 or 8 when it came out. 96, 97. Vintage times. Gargoyle Kit says, can I just say there was an error with my last order and your team was on it. They were so kind and incredible. Got my mum hooked and now we're both obsessed. Thank you. Well, thank you. And thank you for that lovely feedback. That's really, really kind. I always say we don't get it right every time. We try. We don't always get it right every time. And we're always happy to help and to resolve stuff, especially with international shipping. You know, when we're sending product to the 4 corners of the world, things happen. And I'm always grateful for people's patience and grace when we always put it right. We have a 100% guarantee your products will get to you. There is no risk. They will get to you for or full refund. That is our 100% guarantee and commitment to people. It doesn't always work right first time. We're on it. We'll fix it. And just thank you for the feedback because, like I say, we're a small business and we're doing our absolute best to get things right first time. And thank you for anyone's grace for helping us out. If we don't always hit that mark, we will try. So the hellscape we're dealing with in the US, my skincare is my peace space. I know so many people that go to skincare, self-care as just that escape route, and there is nothing wrong with that. Nana says Pokemon Indigo League. I remember that. Body Bazaar says yes for the madaboutskin in-depth video on how to layer and pair coming up. I would happily do that. Suzanne said I'm so glad my copper peptides got their way back to me. Fave, we love you, Suzanne. Michelle said, so there is still special for sunscreen and copper peptides still and 15% off. It works with the sunscreen one, but it won't work with the 15% off will work with the sunscreen. It won't work with the copper peptide 3 for 2. But if you do get the copper peptide 3 for 2 and you still want the 3 cleansing cloth trio for free, just message into the customer service team using the contact us section of the website and they'll add it to your order. Don't worry about it. They will definitely add it to your order. I just said, I don't any USA skincare. Shipping is always too much. I prefer madaboutskin Korean and Hungarian neon. Yeah, love some neon. Hungarian skincare, there is some really, really good. Geek and Gorgeous, obviously. But there are some other really good brands too. So Ames Rose says, I just about to place my order and saw the Rescue Balm is buy one get one free. I love it. So versatile. Is it? That should have been... Shop while you can. That should have been closed off. It has not been. I'll keep it open. The Rescue Balm. I don't have one here. Do I have one here? I do not have one here. The Rescue Balm is currently still buy one get one free. That will be ending at midnight. I'll sort that out. Should be ending by midnight. Your last chance. Last chance. Good spot, my love. Good spot, Ames Rose. Thank you for letting everyone know. That that's a little extra freebie. What's not to love? What's not to love? That will be till midnight tonight. So fill your boots. I do love the Rescue Balm. I'm so glad that you do too, my love. I am so glad you're enjoying it. I use it for everything. Arms, nose. I use it on the dog's paws when his pads get a little dry. Use it for everything. Oh, Nika says, any thoughts on the Dr. Vanita Rattan channel and skincare line? Just came across her channel again. Hadn't watched since COVID. Haven't seen her content for years. I always did appreciate it. I feel my views on skincare didn't always align with hers. That's okay. We live in a free world. We can have differences of opinion. I'm not anti-fragrance, for example. I don't like too much fragrance in my skincare, but I think unless you're sensitive to fragrance, it's fine. A little. I've tried her skincare line, really enjoyed it. It's definitely formulated for what she terms skin of colour, so generally for people with deeper, darker, and richer skin tones, which isn't obviously my demographic, but I tried it because I was intrigued and it was really good. So we'll definitely recommend the products. I think they're a little bit on the pricey side for my budget, just a tad, but still really good. And I like the ethos behind them, particularly the hyperpigmentation range, really, really good. So yeah, I would say the line, really good. Haven't seen her content in ages. I might have to go have a little binge watch after this. Carolyn, great to see you, my love. Says, I had 2 trolls comment me regarding a comment I made in one of your videos. I've come to realise these people are just unhappy inside and out. Yeah, do you know what? I just feel sorry for anyone that wants to troll, because you know what? Not everybody likes everything. I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea. Not everybody is my cup of tea. But if I come across some content that I don't like or don't engage with or don't like the person's delivery, I just scroll. It's actually quicker to scroll than it is to leave the hate comment. Like, I always think you get back what you put forward. And if I'm putting a lot of hate into the world, that's going to come back. That's going to come back twofold. And I don't want that. So, no, I'm very sorry that you got those comments on a video you left, on a comment that you left on my video, my love. Certainly, if I'd have seen that, I would have deleted it like that, because nobody gets to do that on my channel. But so I'm very sorry about that. But just remember, there are far more people in this world that want to empower us than want to shoot us down. That's all I always think. Hamstray says the customer service is the best. Shout out to Ella. Thank you. I'll give her the love. I'm seeing her on Monday. I owe her a lunch. I did say she helped a lot during the dark spot serum launch. Like a lot, went above and beyond. And I said, thank you so much. What can I do? She said, you can take me out for a nice lunch. I was like, I'll take you out for an okay lunch. Deal? She was like, no, nice lunch. I was like, okay. So we're going out for a nice lunch. I think this is it. Know your worth. I said this to her. I respect that. Know your worth. Not any old lunch. A nice lunch. And yeah, we're going to the Ivy in Winchester. It's very nice. Do beautiful cocktails there. Beautiful cocktails. So yeah, we're going to the Ivy in Winchester. So that'll be really, really nice. I'm very excited for that. Their food is lovely. Like their steak tartare, out of this world. Their cocktails are amazing. As my little treat for just helping during that dark spot too, which was very busy. So Rahima says, how can I reduce peeling after using my sunscreen? Some days it's fine, other days I have lots of peeling. I think you might be using too many steps. Yeah, if you're getting in the pilling, like the balling up of product, I would generally say a couple of things. You could be rubbing it in too much. Sunscreen doesn't need to be rubbed in like vigorously. I used to do it. I was the worst for this. Like really like rubbing it in. A good quality new generation sunscreen will sink in like that. So I tend to just put it on and then kind of just let the skin do its work. It'll absorb over time. Rubbing is the number one reason people get pilling. Second of all, you could be using too many products beforehand. So I would check on the ingredients list of the products that you're using before. Make sure none of them contain an oil because that will cause pilling. Make sure none of them contain dimethicone because dimethicone will also cause pilling. So it could be the amount of product you're using. It could be the ingredients in the product that you're using. So just avoid oils and dimethicone before applying and maybe knock a couple of steps out and see if that works. That will definitely help. Usually though, the problem is rubbing. Lots of people rub, and I used to do that all the time. Never works. It's never a good thing. It's guaranteed to cause pilling for sure. So yeah, that would be my top tip. Let's have a look. Vanessa said, thank you, Rob. I love the moisturiser and the sunscreen. Truly make me happy when applying them. And this makes me happy to hear because skincare should be a happy place for people. I don't have any time in my skincare for routine for products I don't enjoy applying. If I dread applying something, it's gone. It's gone. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for it. I need products that I enjoy the application of. So Suzanne says backflips. Yeah, I think I look forward to that. You know, Suzanne, I hate to break it to you. When Damien is old enough, I know that little boy is going to be a ball of energy. Wait for the backflips. You just have to sit there. Like, parenting tip, sit there on your hands. Either don't look or just have your poker face on and just think, no, this has to happen. Just don't think about it. And don't think, whatever you do, don't think, what's the worst that could happen? Because that'll really set you off. Just sit there with your cup of tea and focus. That's what I had to do. It is terrifying though. Kyle said, thank you, Sandra. Just returned for this, my youngest granddaughter who shares a birthday with Rob. Snap, birthday buddies. We love it. Love to your daughter and a happy birthday. The cloths look awesome. Thank you, Laura. Ames Rose says, update on the new madaboutskin launches for 2026. Yes, let me take a sip of my tea. If you haven't already, by the way, if you could minimise the chat, hop open to that like button, give it a gentle caress, and then when you come back to the chat, you don't miss out on anything. It'll take you back to where you were, so you don't need to miss out. But thank you so much to everyone that has liked the video. Let me just take a sip of this tea. It's clap cold, but it's delicious. Can't complain. So launches, yeah. So in the next 2 months, we have the cleansing emulsion. It's like a cleansing oil, but in emulsion form. You guys are gonna love it. I love it. Hopefully, you guys love it. We have got the scented lip balms coming out as well, which I'm very, very excited about. And we have just put into development a couple of new products. So we've got a copper peptide serum that has growth factors in, biocompatible growth factors. So going to be like on a par with like the Medicate liquid peptides advanced, that kind of vibe. Anyway, very excited. It's basically the advanced version of the existing copper peptide. So this will still be for sale, not going anywhere. This will be still for sale, and another will come alongside it that will have the growth factors in. Very excited about that. And later this year, we have a Christmas special that I can't tell you anything about, but I will tell you a little bit more when the time's right. Very excited for that. Let's see. So Suzanne says, I have towels that are about 15 years old. They just end up being cat dog towels. They do. I always say that everything becomes a cat and dog towel in the end. Now Charlie says, any updates on the growth factor copper peptide launch this year? Can't give a definite timing, but this year. So watch this space. I'm very excited for that one. New to Cloud said, do you think you'll create an over makeup SPF mist? I'd like to. Mists aren't my favourite form of application. I think they're great over makeup, but they're a bit imprecise. So never say never, but it's not on the mood board yet, but never say never. Dre says, rescue balm, buy one, get one free. Yeah, till midnight tonight. Fill your boots. If you've been tempted to get the buy one, get one, the rescue balm, buy one, get one free. You'd love it. Suzanne says, my stepdad would love you. We nicknamed him Mr. Bean. Oh my god, kids love Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean the cartoon, firm favourite. Karen said, fly out to see my other son, who is an MST, Sergeant in the Air Force and family soon. Oh, how amazing. That's going to be so. Have the most amazing time, my love. That sounds absolutely fabulous. So what's the timeline on putting growth factors into copper peptides? This year, I'm hoping summer. Let me just have a look. I got an email from the lab. Let me have a look. Oh, sorry for that yawn. I was jumping about as a jungle gym ninja earlier. I shouldn't have done that at my age. Let me have a look. I got an email from the lab. Looking to have it developed by May. I love this person. This is a great email. I love this person that I deal with at the lab. They're just so happy. I've never met them in person. Talked to them on the phone loads. They're just so happy. They just said, should have it formulated and created by middle of May. Need to get on the packaging. Let us know which packaging form you go. Have a cheeky April, Roxy. I mean, that's amazing. I am having a cheeky April. I just think that, yeah. So should be formulated by the middle of May, according to that. We then have to sort the packaging out and fill it. I'm thinking August, give or take. Suzanne got a crown. I still don't know what these crowns mean, Suzanne, but I'm happy for you. I am very happy for you. So Rahima says, please keep the 3 for 2 going so I can get my top up at the end of the month. It will be, but I tell you what, because you are such a loyal customer and a fabulous supporter, do not worry. When the time comes, buy 2. Pop an email across to the customer service team and said, Rob said he'd honor the 3 for 2, and I will make sure you get it. I'll let them know to expect your email, so do not worry. If the 3 for 2 isn't on when it comes time to buy, put the 2 in your basket, email the customer service team, and they'll see you right. Do not worry, I've got you covered. So Bex says, just ordered the rescue balm, didn't see the buy one get one free. Bex, don't worry, email the customer service team using the contact us section of the website. They'll throw in the freebie. They're used to this. Do not panic. Just email them at the contact us section of the website and they'll throw in the freebie for you. Laura says, so glad to be here, Rob. We're glad to have you here, my love. Thank you. Thank you for spending your Saturday with me. Suzanne said, throwbacks over time with the cats. We need to do it. Bravo said, just place my order for madaboutskin right now. Hope to receive the cleansing towels too. You will, as long as you use the... let me have a look. Excuse me. Did you use the live? You did use the live discount code. You will be getting the cleansing cloths. Suzanne said, even a shot on that sofa would be cute. Oh no, I'm going to dust it off. I'm going to get the lighting right. We're going to do a live stream from there, Suzanne. Old time's sake. Body said, Rob, I think I'll get the new Dark Spot serum in a few days. I can't wait to try it. Thank you so much, love. I hope you love it. I hope you love it when it arrives. Yeah. Hope you love it. Angela said yes to the warehouse live coming up. Let's see. Body says, oh my gosh, Rob, congratulations on the kids. Thank you so much. I'm the one that should be really grateful for them because they've changed my life in such a positive way. They're just superstars. I to be fair, I can't be that like. I have it very easy. They are very, very superstar good kids. So I have it very easy. I know a lot of parents go through a lot more than me. So I never complain because I'm like, I see other parents out and I'm like, I fully appreciate how easy my kids are. So I never take that for granted. Laura said the Pixie Rose and Elderflower Toner by is nice by Pixie. I've got what have I got? What is this one? I haven't even opened it yet. I've got the Antioxidant Mist. I've got this to try. Very excited to try that. Very excited to try that one by Pixie. Cannot wait. But I love elderflower, so I might have to get that rose and elderflower one. Let's see where we are in the chat. Skelka says, hi, I fell asleep before the live. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome. And good morning. Hopefully you had a nice sleep. And whatever you've missed, my love, we've missed you, but whatever you've missed, you can catch up on replay. Sending you all the love. So Angela said it was sad that it wasn't until August 2025 that I found Rob's channel. Have done my skin with not using sunscreen, but now Rob's recommendations. The skin is getting there. It's a slow process. It is always a slow process, and I always think people see every bit of progress as progress. I know we always want to race to get to the end goal, but let's take the steps along the way and celebrate them. That's what I always try to do with my skincare. Don't always achieve it, but I always try, my love, and we're here for you. So let's see. Best gentle cleanser is the gorgeous texture. Takes off sunscreen, eye makeup, and leaves my madaboutskin velvet cleanser. Thank you, my love. I am so happy that it takes off people's waterproof mascara. This is the one thing everyone asked for, so I created a cleanser that did it, and it was like crossing my fingers, like please work in like what works in a trial might not always work in like real life situations, and it does. So that makes me so happy, so happy. Let's see. Alessi says we need to spread the positivity. The world is crazy. We do always put out the. I believe really that you get out what you put in. If we put in positivity, we'll get out positivity. I like to hope anyway. Do you have any plan to develop an eye cream? Yes. My skin really loves your copper peptides. If there's an eye cream with the same or similar ingredients, I would love to use that. Watch this space. Eye cream is on the board for 2026. It is, and I cannot wait. Finding packaging, quality packaging for eye creams, that's the challenge. That is definitely a challenge. So Tom says, Angela, never too late to start taking care of our skin. I was just turning 50 before starting to become serious about skincare. Agree, Tom. Fully agree. It is always a good time to get into skincare. Megan Strange says, hi Rob, as a fellow Brit, how easy is it to get a prescription for Tret? I've never met anyone who has a prescription. Or maybe they just don't disclose it. Lots don't disclose. We're quite picky about what we disclose in the UK, I know. Relatively easy. You'll have to go private, so it's not available on the NHS unless you've got severe acne, and even then it's a second line treatment. So you won't get it on the NHS through your GP, but if you pay privately, they can give you a private prescription for it. My dermatologist is private. I go to her mainly for a mole check once a year, but we do like an all over skin thing anyway, and she's happy to prescribe it then. Yeah, you can't get it on the NHS. But you can privately, so you'd have to find a private derm. They're generally about £100 for a consultation. Once you've got the prescription, you pay the £100, you've got the prescription, then you just email them for your repeat prescription, and that repeat prescription dispensing is usually like £15. That's a rough price. Obviously it depends where you live, which one you go to, but that's a rough guide. Beck says, well, rose water works on my rosacea. I love rose. I just love everything rose. Scott says, don't forget to derma roll that like button. Yep, everybody, do not forget to give that derma roll that like button if you haven't already. So Catherine says, are your products available in store in Portugal? They're not, but we are in talks with a Portuguese retailer, which is quite exciting. So this year, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Are you going to Portugal then, Catherine? Because I believe you're in Canada. So are you going to Portugal? If you do, oh, I love Portugal. I have had so many wonderful experiences in Portugal. I can give you all the tips of where to go and where to eat. I love all things Portuguese. Ellie says, it makes me happy to become a dad. Thank you, Ellie. Thank you so much. Yeah. It's just, yeah. It's a life-changing experience in the best possible way. Exposer says, hi Rob, I love your content. Now also your madaboutskin products ordered a few weeks back. Thank you so much. Thank you, my love. Love you. Betty says, do you have a distribution center in the States? We do. So we have a distribution warehouse. Sorry, this is cold. We do. It's coming on board, so it's a bit of a slow process. It can't just do everything on day one, so it's building up. So some of our orders are shipping from the US distribution center. As it's upscaling, some are shipping from the UK still. But either way, if you're watching this from the US, saying hi, you will never be charged customs or tariffs. It's all included in the price. The price you pay at checkout is the final price. So that's just put a huge disclaimer out about that. Wherever it's shipped from, there will be no customs and will be no duties. We are working on, hopefully by the end of May, beginning of June, everything will be going from the US distribution site. Story of the chicken on the shelf. This chicken here is Shelf Chicken, our channel mascot. I was given that by a wonderful subscriber, a friend and subscriber for the early days of the channel, who unfortunately is no longer with us. As a little bit of a gift, I used to have chickens. We'll have them again. Just I don't have them currently, but we'll have them again. And sent me this early days of the channel, and when that person unfortunately isn't with us anymore, I thought it was a nice remembrance to that person, but also became a channel to put on the shelf. So we did, kind of became the channel mascot. That's how Shelf Chicken came about. Always watching. He's fabulous. He was in the old house, he's come to the new house, never be without Shelf Chicken. So, in true, Suzanne says when Rob hits 1 million, he's going to do the Macarena with me. Yeah, a duo Macarena. Tiffany says, I always get compliments on my skin when using your sunscreen. Just finger shut my other products before buying more. Thank you so much, my love. I love to hear it when people say they got compliments. That makes me so happy. So thank you so much. Lots of Macarena chat, I promise. One can dream. Suzanne dreams a dream. Any chance of waterproof madaboutskin sunscreen on the horizon? Yes. It's impossible to formulate. That is the main challenge. But yes, I would love to. Watch this space. Just, it's one of those things that is impossible to formulate. But yes, it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. Christopher says, me and Amy need to get back shouting the Macarena over live stream. Yes, the only reason you're not getting it now is because Amy isn't here. Amy has let the side down. Amy says, yeah, we've been waiting long before the 100k. I love you guys so much. Betty says your customer service is the best. Thank you so much, Betty. We love you. Yukiko said, I wonder if you look like I wonder why you look younger than your age. Can you let us know your lifestyle, dietary habits? I don't have any. I don't know. I genuinely, so I have never smoked. I always think I don't judge people that do. People's business, it's not mine, but obviously people know smoking not good for your skin, so I never smoke, so I think that does me a favor. I would always say to people that do smoke, you know, like, it's, and people said they give it up or they cut back or stuff, all power to you, like, that's not criticism, but I know that's one thing. I was not good with sunscreen when I was younger, got hyperpigmentation, and now I'm very good at keeping out the sun. I still enjoy the sun, but I'm doing it under an umbrella. I wear UV clothing. I'm very mindful of the sun and enjoy it in a responsible way. I think that helps. I genuinely love a lot of fruit. I'm a fruit addict. I would rather eat fruit than anything else. So I do get a lot of fruit, which I think helps. And I do go to the gym like 4 times a week, but that's mainly because I don't enjoy it, but I feel like it's healthy. That's my lifestyle stuff. But I generally do eat what I want, and I like a cheeky cocktail. I always think the key thing is to enjoy life. I think sometimes we overstress it. When skincare becomes like an obsession, it's not healthy. Do you know what I mean? I think it's always helpful to enjoy life. That'd be my recommendation. And sleep. You know what? I'm a big napper. The kids at school, I'm first to have a nap. You know what? I don't think there's any shame in getting extra sleep. I think that does the world of good when it comes to skin, overall health. I know there's some people out there that say you shouldn't nap. I do not agree with them. I will fight them to the death about that. I think there's always time for a nap. Caroline says, I just found you tonight, Rob. Is the ordinary growth factor still a thing? It is. So first of all, sending you lots of love. Welcome to the channel. Yes, the ordinary growth factor is still a thing. Really inexpensive, which I love. It does use plant-based growth factors, which are generally a little less effective than bioengineered skin-compatible ones, but they do still work. So I would say if your price point aligns with the ordinary, get it, you will love it. You'll definitely see results in the long term. If you want to go for something a little bit more powerful, something like the Medicate Liquid Peptides Advanced, uses skin compatible growth factors which are more advanced, you'll probably get greater results with them, but it all depends on your price point. Hopefully that helps. But anyway, welcome to the channel, my love. Welcome to the channel. Sherry says, hi Rob, another vote for the Mad About Skin layering video please. Regarding bronzing drops to sunscreen, heard that it reduces the effectiveness of sunscreen. Is that true? First of all, I can't speak for every brand. It depends on the sunscreen. So the way that the Mad About Skin sunscreen is formulated, you can add a couple of drops of your bronzing drops to it and it won't impact the formula. I can't speak for other brands. You'd have to speak to them specifically. I would generally say don't add stuff to sunscreen because you just don't want to run the risk. You know, you don't want to mess with your protection. I wouldn't run the risk. But do what works for you. Hopefully that helps. Vonnie says, I love your channel. May I ask if my 10-year-old can use your sunscreen? Yes, 100%. Tested, suitable for all ages. Obviously, I always think as a responsible retailer, I always like to emphasize that I always say, yes, suitable for all ages. However, please always follow the UK public health guidelines on sun exposure and limiting it for those under the age of 16 and all of that. So yes, I would say suitable for all ages. I know people that use it on their really, really, really young kids and it works really, really well. But I always say, you know, cover up, keep out the sun during the most intense hours, do all the good stuff around it as well. But yes, it is suitable for all ages. And I know lots of people that use it for the whole family, which is kind of what it was designed for. And the good thing is it doesn't stain. It's a stain-free sunscreen, so if it doesn't stain your kids' clothes. So Angela said, cruel people, often sad and envious of people having fun. I always think that. They see people having fun and they can't help but like pick at it. No. Join in the fun. Don't try and detract from it. Join in. You're always welcome. You're always welcome. Molly says, oh, congrats on the adoption. They're lucky to have someone like you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm very lucky to have them as well. They're very fabulous. And thank you so much. Carolyn says, can I add your anti-aging oil to your moisturiser with pycnogenol? Yes. And yes. I do just that. My evening, I always add a couple of drops of the madaboutskin anti-aging oil, a couple of drops of pycnogenol. Perfection. Suzanne said, I hope I have the power to hold myself back like you, Rob. So when this kid is accident prone. It takes solid. Is it nerves of steel? I would say, Suzanne, nerves of steel. Scott says, madaboutskin advent calendar. Scott, my lips are sealed. You'll be the first to know though. That I can promise you. You'll be the first to know. My lips are sealed. Ames Rose says, any other hints about the scented balms? Black cherry, like I'm talking Black Forest Gatto rich, that sort of cherry, and a coconut and like exotic tropical paradise and vanilla. So there's going to be 3. We managed to get a third scent in, vanilla. But the vanilla is like fancy vanilla, not that cheap my first lip balm vanilla, but like a really rich earthy vanilla. So good. I can't wait. Nicholas said, in the film Book of Eli, a chap used distilled Sphinx cat fat as a lip balm. Can you imagine it? That will not be in the Madaboutskin lip balms. I'm not judging anyone's use of these ingredients. Not currently in the Madaboutskin lip balm. Ames Rose says, oh, would love a Madaboutskin advent calendar. Watch this space. If this was a tease from the Madaboutskin advent calendar, take my money. I feel like I've set myself up for something here. I am blessed. I was wondering if you consider a video interviewing the cosmetic chemists and formulators to create your products. Oh, obviously they'd have to be up for doing that. If they were, I would love to do that. They're very nice people. Hopefully they'd be up to it. I see that there's a lot of demand for the Madaboutskin advent calendar. Watch this space. And are we going to do a pop-up again next this Christmas? Yes. Yet to be location and date to be confirmed, but yes, we're looking to do it again. Tom says cream or ice serum. Tom, I'll message you after this. I'll give you the heads up. Frisberg says, I'll leave and watch the rest on replay tomorrow. See you all in the next live. See you later, Frisberg. Love you lots. Have a wonderful evening. Ezra says, would you ever consider a set of mini travel size products? I'd love to do that. At the moment, it's going to be a case of I have to finance all this myself. So new product development and stuff, you have to put a lot of money up front. So we're working on other stuff. I would love to do that though, because I think it'd be really, really useful. Amanda says, just got my first order in Canada. Can I use the dark spot serum in my Retin-A microgel? Yes, fully recommend. Azelaic acid, Retin-A, match made in heaven. You absolutely can use it, yes. Catherine says, yes, I'm going to Portugal at the end of May. Oh, you're going to have such a lovely time. I am so jealous. You will have such a lovely time. Their piri-piri chicken, I know Portugal is famous for it. So good. Hits different there than it does here. Vanessa says, I'm wondering, Rob, what's the testing process for new products, samples from the lab? Well, you know what? I am somebody that will generally... I like to think I'm quite easy to work with from a lab perspective. They will send me samples like this. This comes in a pot. This was sample 2257p. They'll send like jars like this. I usually get like 5. They don't tell you what the differences are between them. You kind of blind test them, and you choose the right one. So this is the cleansing emulsion. this is the one that I went for. Usually I pick something from that first batch. Only once have I ever said, yeah, none of these are working, send another batch. I look at texture, I look at finish, how it works. I usually share it with friends and family to get their interpretation of it. I will usually only send the one that I like to them because I don't want to muddy the waters, do you know what I mean? So I'll send the one that I like to friends and family who will then test it and say how it worked for them. If that's all clear, we go into full testing, which is where we do dermatological testing, we do stability testing, we do safety testing. That all passes, and then the product. I think I try to create products that are honest rather than suitable for everyone, because I think when brands say this will work for everybody, A, that's not true. B, I think you're setting yourself up for failure. So what I would normally say to people is, like, if a product is not going to be suitable for really sensitive skin, like the peel is never going to be the product for people with super sensitive skin. That's okay. I could just tell people that honestly and say, this isn't going to be great if you have super sensitive skin. I'll leave it at that. So we will test it amongst like friends and family with different skin types and stuff like that. We do go through all of that. Yeah, it's a fun process, but it's quite time consuming. If you go to Europe on holiday, you can get adapalene over the counter. Yeah, in Greece, you can get tretinoin over the counter. You can get tazarotene over the counter in Romania. It's like the Wild West out there, and I love it. I need to book a flight to go to Romania because I think it might be cheaper to buy a bulk load of tazarotene over the counter in Romania than it would be to go to the dermatologist. Mathilda says, from Portugal, we love you too. Thank you so much for love. Thank you. Recently bought 3 bottles of madaboutskin copper peptide serum in the order of growth factors separately. Can you tell us how many growth factors are to be incorporated in the new? Well, the new madaboutskin one, we are going for a 5% concentration of biocompatible growth factors, which is pretty high. In fact, it's very high for that form of growth factors. There's going to be 3 different ones in there, all ones that are already present in our skin, so the biocompatible ones. Suzanne said, "Oh, the last chicken passed. I didn't know she did. She was gorgeous. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. She was a superstar. She did, but you know what? She had a beautiful life, and she passed away in her sleep. So, which is to think how all of us would like to go if we had the choice. She had a wonderful life, and yeah, she was a little superstar. I get really teary. She was a little superstar." That chicken, a little superstar. Oh, yeah, I'm getting all teary over chicken. I don't know why. She was a little superstar, that chicken. And yeah, she is buried in our garden, and she's a little, yeah, loved her to bits, like little beautiful thing. I just said, went to Portugal in 2023, had a lovely time. People so friendly. Yeah, food gorgeous, people very friendly. The beaches to die for. Let's have a look. Laura says, I'm sorry to hear that viewer's not going to hear. Yeah, very sad, but have the shelf chicken to remind. Trey says, where does Let's Cut the Waffle come from? Oh, ages ago. It's just an old saying that I think, like, it's an old northern saying from where I'm from. People say it. And I just sort of said it once in a video. Then a couple of people commented on it, and I felt like I had to say it in the second video, and then it kind of became a thing. And now it's just part of the intro. And people get very angry if I suddenly don't say it, so I just say it. I've learned my lesson. I just say it. And it's kind of become a trademark of the channel. These things happen organically, don't they? Just one day you suddenly find, oh, that's a catchphrase. How did that happen? But I quite like it. Carolyn says, how does the ordinary amino acids turbocharge my madaboutskin moisturizer? It just, like, amino acids are great hydrators. They're also great at boosting the barrier function of the skin. So if you add amino acids to a moisturizer, it just takes it to the next level. Fully would recommend doing it. So good. Such a good little hack. So Scott says, being a goth and avoiding the sun in my youth definitely paid off. Oh yeah. Yeah. Goth skin. Always flaws. The sun is our number one enemy. I say enjoy it responsibly, but I know a lot of people that avoid it altogether. You do you, but yeah, definitely goth skin for the win. So Andrew says, hope Shelf Chicken is enjoying the spring weather. It is his favourite season. You are right. He is thoroughly enjoying it. K Beauty with Mama Maja says, I truly believe Shelf Chicken soul quit smoking but overfills quit drinking so many beers. This is true. This is true. This is so, so true. Love it. Tanya says, any recommendations for SPF lip balms? The only one I use is the Paula's Choice one, which is really good. Really good. Take it with me skiing. So good. So good. SGX says, oh, I should order the madaboutskin SPF today. Thanks for the reminder. Much love to LA. You, Mr. Moderator, and all the chat. Love you. Love you, Scotty. Sending all the love. So Scott said, oh, you had me at Black Cherry. That's my dad's favourite. Very. It is nostalgic. It's a nostalgic 80s vibe, and I think I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I hope I some Mad About Skin advent calendar. I think I'm going to have to do the advent calendar. I just think, yeah, it's going to be a thing. So let's see. Rose says, any recommendations of body moisturisers for dry skin? I love the Transparent Lab one with retinol. So good. Great for dry skin, but also smooths the body out. My absolute favourite. Scott says, very excited for the Growth Factor Serum. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Yes, honesty and transparency is so important. Glad that's how Mad About Skin does things. Thank you, my love. Always, always. Suzanne said, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to make you cry. No, don't be sad. No, it's nice. It's a nice memory. No. It's a nice memory. She was just a lovely chicken. She was just a lovely chicken. And I feel very silly getting soppy about a chicken, but she was like, they're pets. And I have a lovely little anecdote, which I'll share with you. Sorry to go off on a tangent. That very chicken took her to the vets. And having I live in quite a rural area, and vets deal with farm stuff. So it wasn't anything. Anyway, they went to the vets, and she was in a box that I'd latticed the box lid shut, and there was a square in the middle, and she popped her head through. Anyway, and she had a congestion in her nose. Really grim story. She'd been eating slugs in the garden. One had got stuck up her nose. Some of the goo had got stuck up her nose. Grim. Anyway, flushed it through. And they had a work experience, someone in there must have been 16 that was thinking of becoming a vet and was doing some work experience to get a feel for it, and the vet said, so who was this, and said who the chicken was, and they said oh, what's going on. So I explained, and he explained what the price was, which was ridiculous, but it is what it is. Do you want to go ahead? And I said, yes please. And the work experience person said, oh, why would we spend that much? Because it's not a pet, it's just a chicken. And she turned her head and went to this work experience boy, and we were all in fits of laughter, be like, yeah, that told you. And the vet was like, yeah, she doesn't think so. I was like, yeah, shut up, the chicken speaks. And she just did that perfect timing, and that's my happiest chicken memory ever. And she told that work experience boy, who I'm sure to this day, that person must be 20 now, probably is doing a veterinary course at university, and probably is terrified of chickens and being told off by chickens, because she was having none of it. Anyway, did make me laugh, and very happy memory. Angela, Ames Rose, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Bex said, I seem to be sensitive to many lip balms, but the Rescue Balm is amazing. Lip balm that doesn't cause any issues. It's brilliant. Yay, I'm so happy it's working for you, my love. Team Mad About Skin Rescue Balm. Rose says, any recommendations for help fading scars? Yeah, azelaic acid, amazing. Collagen boosting peptides, fantastic. Retinoids, those three are the core, and that will really help minimize the scarring, take away any discoloration in there. Definitely. Tom is team meerkat at the moment, so anyone that wants to get a meerkat, Tom would have your back. Chicken are a new little creatures, dear life. I agree. Sandra, great to see you, my love. Hope all is wonderful with you. Suzanne says she had a good life. Cheeky chicken. She was a very cheeky chicken, and we love it. Right, I've got to the end of the comments. I'm impressed, and I didn't lose where I was in the chat once. I think I'm getting better. I think 5 years in, I might actually be getting okay at this. Right, before I go, we've got 3 minutes left. So do we want dog? Do we want dog? He is sat here with me. Before I do go, I should say, I'll get Lorne. Where is he gone? He is here somewhere. Should say, if you have joined late, at the moment we're doing an offer. If you buy any product from the Mad About Skin line, any product at all, use the code LIVE, LIVE, all capital letters. You'll get 15% off, but you will also get a free trio pack of our just restocked cleansing cloths. These are amazing. They sold out so quick last time. They're back. You can buy them separately, but you'll get a free trio of these. Don't need to put them in your basket or anything. Just use the code LIVE, L-I-V, all capital letters, and the warehouse will put these in with you. 3, completely free, just our little gift to you guys. Right, I'm going to go get the dog so he can say hi. Lonnie, where are you? Hello. Hello, you. Right. Oh. 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 Here he is. There we go. You're going to say hello to everyone. Hello. What's up with you? What's up with you? Yes, I know. I know. You've been a bit... He's a bit unwell. He's been a bit out of sorts, haven't you? Yeah, you've been a bit unwell for these past, couple of days. I don't know what's wrong with you. Yeah, I know what's wrong with my wallet. This is going to be a vet's trip. Yes, but we'll make you better, won't we? But yes, he's been a little bit unwell for the past couple of days. Just not himself, a bit subdued. Normally he'd be grizzling and moaning now, but he's just a bit sad, aren't you? Well, sad, something's wrong. So we're going to probably be a vet trip next week, bless him. But everyone says get well soon. But you know what I mean? You guys can probably, you see him every week. You'll probably tell he's not himself, is he? You alright, big lad? I know. So whatever he's picked up, he is very... oh yeah, Suzanne says, vet trip for him, don't just say he's moody. Oh, quite possible. Yeah, quite possible. But yes, you're not cheap, are you? No, I know. Love you lots too. Right, so I hope everybody has a... Look, everyone's saying get well soon, Lorne. You're going to get well soon? You're going to get well soon before I have to spend money at the vets? Yep, that's the goal. Anyway, I am going to take this one for a walk. So I'm going to send you all so much love. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Thank you for spending your Saturday with me. It is an absolute joy as always. This has been such a fun live stream and I love you all so much. Take care, guys. Bye.